Why is Taylor Swift kind of a genius for using this painting as a reference for her new album, The Life of a Showgirl? I'm a Swiftie who is really into art, and I'm sure you have seen this album cover everywhere the last few days. And if you're like me and you went to the movie to see her new music video, you've also seen that she has referenced yet another Ophelia painting, other than the Malay painting that she has already used as a reference for her album cover. Ophelia, painted here by Theodore Heiser, is a character from Shakespeare's Hamlet, and the storytelling of this tragedy has served as inspirational material for art for many decades, especially by pre-Raphaelite painters. Let me explain what that is. This was basically like a group of painters who didn't really like the direction art was heading to. They thought it was boring and kind of stiff, and they wanted art to go back to being emotional, detailed, and full of beauty. Basically, they wanted to paint like before Raphael, who's like a really famous Renaissance artist. Basically, like a group of haters who were interested in wanting emotional, dramatic, and detailed storytelling. They are basically in their folklore era. But why is the drowning Ophelia character so interesting to Taylor Swift? In Shakespeare's play, Ophelia is just a side character who tragically drowned in a river. As an indirect cause by Hamlet's actions, he killed her dad, and so she goes mad and drowns in a river. Very dramatic, very fateful, but that very theme is what is interesting to Taylor Swift. This all comes down to the theme of fate, which runs like a thread throughout Taylor Swift's entire music catalog, beginning in 2008 with the song Love Story, inspired by Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. So how does Taylor Swift write about fate in her lyrics? She writes about meeting a lover because there is this invisible string between the two of you and you are destined to meet one day. The believing so strongly in your innocence that one day your name, your reputation will be cleared. Or coming to terms with the fact that one day, as a showgirl or an entertainer, you will be replaced by a younger version who has more left to give than you. She's asking if one day too that will be her own fate. She actually writes about this on earlier albums, on songs like Clarabo or Nothing New. At the same time, now that she is in love with a new partner, the theme of fate becomes almost euphoric because she actually escaped the fate of drowning in sadness by a hopeful new romantic relationship. Even in her music video, when she recreates the painting, she quite literally steps out of the frame, like she's physically breaking free from the fate of Ophelia. This is referencing her last album, which was super sad, and so that makes this song such a great opener for this next album, kind of like another book that she is writing about her own life.